Jon Knight from Riverside River Cruises, thanks so much for taking the time out to talk to us today.
Oh, pleasure. Great to be here, Shane. Thank you for inviting us.
So the Riverside River Cruise looks really, really special. Like I see you're kind of like 5-6 star kind of luxury boutique style.
Absolutely. It's 6-star ultra luxury. It really is. We have a saying, it's kind of true luxury returning to the rivers. We're fairly new on the rivers. We've only been around for 2 years now, actually. The UK Ireland office only opened actually last February. So it's getting that message across. But the feedback we're getting from guests on board is an experience like no other. It really is. It's kind of that stepping into Claridge's, enjoying an amazing time on the rivers.
Yeah, like from just kind of looking at your website there, dining seems to be a very special experience on board.
Oh wow, yeah, dining definitely. I mean, we've got the good thing I think with Riverside as well, we have lots of different dining options. So it's not like you go into one main dining room and everybody dines together. I've been on river ships before where it's almost like a gong goes off in a lounge and at 7 o'clock and everybody goes to dinner together. It's more of a kind of boutique hotel experience, if that makes sense. So you go to dinner when you're ready, have a nice glass of champagne or a nice spirit or cocktail in the bar, and then go to dinner when you're ready. But we've got up to 5 different options. But definitely the jewel in the crown is either the main dining room, which is 7 courses every evening. Incredible food, locally sourced as well, local sustainable food. But we also have something called the vintage room, which is 9 courses, Shane. You want that, and that's a proper wine pairing experience. So you go into the restaurant, there's like 8 wine glasses right in front of you, and you go in, and obviously the food is paired with the wines that you're going to enjoy as well. So, but we've got burger bars as well, so we've got all sorts of different things on board the ships to enjoy.
Yeah. And I presume when it comes to the how it's sold, is it kind of like an all-included type product?
We offer a premium all-inclusive experience for our guests, and that's our kind of standard offering. So when you ring reservations, for instance, you'll get a price for premium all-inclusive, and that's branded drinks, obviously all the meals on board, all the gratuities as well, all the Wi-Fi, all included, and obviously all the excursions as well. However, if agents have ever got clients who don't drink or only like the odd glass of wine, we also have a full board price as well. So clients have the option of buying drinks as they go if they prefer.
And I also noticed that you offer kind of like short breaks, not just your typical 7 nights.
I mean, a lot of our cruises are 7 nights, but we do a lot of 3 to 4 nighters. I mean, these are perfect really for customers who normally do city breaks. I mean, as an example, the Mozart in the Danube, the 3 and 4 night choices we have there are effectively Vienna, Budapest and Bratislava. So they're kind of city breaks really. And you're staying in a floating boutique hotel in a central location. So, it works really, really well. It's perfect for first-time river cruises. Those who've never done a river cruise before and maybe thought about it, it's a perfect opportunity to engage them and give them an entry into the market, definitely. Christmas markets, I mean, that is the prime time for one of those 4-nighters. A lot of river lines, they'll do 7 nights, but we'll do 4 nights as well as 7 nights. So if you just want 4 nights of Glühwein, then you can do that rather than having to do it for a whole week.
There's a lot of people out there that are kind of, is it money rich, time poor, that, they don't have those 7 nights, maybe especially over Christmas, to kind of take off work.
It might be their 2nd or 3rd trip. They might have already had their summer vacation and they're looking for just something just to get away for a few days, like you would on a city break. So it's just opening the doors to those sort of clients really, to try river cruising, to experience it, and see what they think. But yeah, it's a great way to spend a few days, especially with those city-based itineraries we have.
Well, obviously it is for couples, but you do great rates for solo travellers.
We offer 0% supplement, Shane, and that's literally on every single cruise. If they want to book their cruise now at a no supplement for singles for November, December 2025 departure, absolutely they can do it now. So it's on our lower grades, obviously, but when you're talking about suite accommodation, our lower grades are still 200, 220 square foot. So they're a sizable accommodation for them to be in. So they still get all the benefits we have for all our guests on board.
Great. And in terms of, say, like itineraries and connectivity from Ireland, can you tell me maybe a little bit about that?
But yeah, literally it's Luxembourg, Basel, Marseille, Lyon, Vienna, Budapest. Trying to remember them all, but yeah, they all go from, every single one is a direct flight from Dublin. In a moment, we can only do cruise-only bookings. We do team up with a couple of tour operators in Ireland, so you can actually do the whole package through those guys if you prefer. But if you want to do your packaging yourselves, we always provide transfers as well from the airport to the ship, and that's standard in our cruise-only pricing. And
I presume it's one of those situations, the earlier you book, the kind of maybe the better deal you kind of get.
So we're going to look after our guests who book early. So at the moment, for instance, currently for 2025, which is all on sale now, we've got up to 35% early booking savings. To give you an example, for 24, they're 10% at the moment, so they're much higher for those guests booking early for next year. And again, as I mentioned, the solar supplements, all the early booking savings are combinable with the no % for singles. So solo travellers are going to benefit from both.
And while the brand is kind of quite new to the Irish travel trade, is there any ways that maybe the trade can kind of get on board?
We do have lots of fan trips, so do look out for those. Some of the trade have already been on board. So in fact, there's two ways to get on board. We do trade rates as standard. It works out at 230 euros per person per day. But that's the premium all-inclusive with excursions included. So that's literally everything. And that's including your transfer to and from the airport as well. All the gratuities, Wi-Fi, everything. So that's our standard offering. The great thing as well with our trade rates is you don't have to wait until the last minute again. So you can plan, you can book early. Our trade rates are open for 25 now. So if you're wanting to experience it, book early for now and get the best flight deals as well. And experience the product. 230 euros per person, and that's for two people. So the trade and their partner can go for 230 each.
That's great, especially if you want to try one of those short cruises. It's exceptional value.
Oh, absolutely. And again, we've had a number of our agent partners doing that, just taking a few days away. You can also combine it. I mean, a lot of our agent partners have done, they've organised a couple of nights in Vienna, for instance, pre-cruise, and then they've done the cruise to make it a longer trip.
And so in terms of kind of like making those bookings and the sales team, what's the best way to get in contact?
But at the moment it's an 03333 050607, so you need to put a 0044 behind that. Also, just drop me a line. I'm always happy to look at availabilities for you. We have a reservations number as well and an email, so reservations@riverside-cruises.com. So we have an online booking portal, and you just need to register as an agent to access that. So if agents would want to go into riverside-cruises.com/TA, if they register, they get access to our online booking portal, and that's 24/7 availability. You can make option bookings on that, check pricing, so it's a really good system, so I would encourage people to use that too.
That's brilliant. Well, Jon Knight, Head of Sales for UK and Ireland for Riverside Cruises, thanks so much for taking the time out to chat.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, Shane. All the best to you.